Hello, I'm Mary, and I'm here to talk to you about my hair transition. Um, so when I decided to go ahead and stop coloring my hair, this was a few years ago. One day when I went to color my hair, I'm like, ugh, why am I covering my real hair color? Why? Why am I doing this? And my husband said, why don't you just stop coloring it? I said, no. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to stop coloring my hair. I don't want my gray to show. No. So after a few months, the same thing. Ugh, this is, I shouldn't be coloring my hair. Why am I hiding my real hair color? And I looked online, I saw all these beautiful women with their hair. It was silver and white and grayish and all sorts of different tones of gray. And so I know what I know as a former cosmetologist, hairstylist, colorist. There are a lot of chemicals in those hair colors. Even the semi-permanent hair colors, I've used those. In fact, when I first started going gray, I only had like 3 grays. I'm like, oh no, I have to cover them. I started using those. Then after you get like 10 or 20 grays, they start showing, especially when they're like on the outer side, like in the front of your hair. You could see them and they're wiry and they kind of stick out. And so I started using semi-permanent hair color, and then I went to permanent hair color, and I decided this isn't good. My hair, it was feeling really, it was starting to feel good and looking shiny. But then after a while, you started wondering, why is my hair starting to feel dry? After using these harsh chemicals on my hair, the hair that were in the permanent hair colors, what it does is it starts breaking down the structure of your hair. And I went back to semi-permanent hair color, and I was using this really popular brand that I'm not going to mention. Well, what happened is one day I woke up with swollen eyes and had a headache, and I says, oh no, I know what it is. After a while of using semi-permanent hair colors or permanent, you can develop an allergic reaction. And even though you've been using them for a while, your body starts denying these chemicals in your body. Like, what's this? I don't want this. You just develop really bad reactions to them. Also, you can start developing hair loss, scalp problems. So you're not using something natural. What I should have done was use henna. As soon as I saw those gray wiry hairs, I started using just henna. Or you can use something permanent. I started using henna, and also after a while I noticed there was a new hair product called Hair Print, and I used that also. But that's a natural hair color, but it makes the hair darker than I would like it. My hair seemed to come out darker, which made me look harsh. So it clashes with your skin tone, and you get that harsher look. It makes you look tired with shadows. So that didn't work out. Now the henna, that's very good if you don't have too many gray hairs. So I stopped using henna after a while because the hair does turn more on the reddish side. So if you have red hair, or you might have chestnut hair and you don't mind, you like the red tones, and that's good for you. Also, you could use it for blonde hair. Now, if you're a brunette, you're going to have a difficult time with your transition, your gray hair transition, because it really shows those roots. After half an inch or 1 inch, it looks like your scalp is it looks like you're losing hair. It looks like you have your scalp is showing, but in fact, it's just your gray hair growing out, and it just makes it look like you have a pronounced hairline. If you have blonde hair, it's much easier. So if you're blonde, just consider yourself lucky in that field, because it will be easier for you to go gray. Now, the best thing to do if I were to do it over again is do what I did. Okay, what I did is I went raw. I kept trimming my hair. Now, my hair was long, pretty much the same length as it is now. So what I did is I just cut it up a few inches, and then I started cutting it shorter. What I used after my 2 inches of growth, or 1 inch of growth, when the gray started showing, I was using the hair touch-up, cover the gray, so root touch-up actually. I started using the root touch-up, and that worked. After a while, when the hair was over 2 inches long, it started showing, so I couldn't hide it that way. So what I did is, well, I started wearing a wig at work, because people looked at me like, you're letting yourself go. And this is where I think this is one of the main reasons women are uncomfortable on going gray, because of the judgmental people around us. So they're like, oh, your hair, you need to go get your hair colored, or wow, your hair is growing, you have growth and it doesn't look good. So I just thought I'd wear a wig, because I couldn't hide it anymore. You know, I was wearing hair bands, different styles. So after a while, I didn't want to put any chemicals on my hair, because I want my hair to come out healthy. I wasn't going to keep coloring it, because I'm trying to grow it out. So the best thing to do, you can also get bleach job. If you were to do it, you could get highlights and bleach job. Just do not touch the roots. Leave your roots. Do not touch them. Go a little further past the roots, just a tad. You can do the highlights on your hair, lighten your hair. Also, get a wig. So one of the two. Of course, number 3 would be difficult, but if you want, you could really cut your hair very short. I just kept going a few inches higher. I cut it up to here. That was the shortest, like above my shoulders. And I think if I were to do it over, that would be the way to go. I wouldn't put chemicals, but we all have our opinions on this, and it's fine. It's what you feel comfortable with. But what I disagree with is, go for it. Do not care what other people say. You go for it, because once your hair grows out, you're going to be happy you did it. Your hair will feel better. It will be healthier. And you just use natural oils on your hair. You should definitely change your shampoo. When you go natural, go all the way. Do not use harsh shampoos, silicones. Silicones dry your hair out. After a while, there's a layer and layer and layer, which it starts cracking your hair strands. So what else I could say about gray hair transition is, definitely use everything natural. Definitely, you'll feel the difference. Another great product that I use, I've used hundreds of different shampoos on myself. I tried hundreds of hair conditioners, many products. Even silicone, and yes, it makes your hair shine. It does. Even your gray hair will shine, but after a while, it will dry it. It will. So the best thing to do is get a natural product. When you change shampoos, you need to use detox on your scalp. You need to clarify and get all the junk off your hair strands. And when you have gray hair, you want to do that after you've gone all natural. You want to do a detox. And then you start using the healthy shampoo, because everything will still be on your hair, silicone. And it takes a while for that to come off sometimes. It can take 2 washes. So you have a clean scalp and a clean slate to grow out that healthy, luscious gray hair. And what you'll notice is your hair will be shinier, you'll feel better, your scalp will be much healthier for sure, because you won't have those hair dye chemicals seeping in your scalp. And your favorite product would probably be apple cider vinegar. That not only clarifies your hair, I find that to be the best hair conditioner. I use that all the time now. I stopped using everything else. And I mix it with water. Now if your hair is drier, like on the drier side, like my hair is, you're going to put, you're going to have a little more water. Add more water than apple cider vinegar. Or you could just take half a cup and pour it on your hair while you're rinsing your hair in the shower with cool water, after you've shampooed it, of course. So you don't have to rinse your hair with freezing cold water. You could just be cool water, really. That works good. And distilled water is great. You can boil some water. When it starts to boil, like 10 minutes, just keep it boiling. Or buy distilled water and rinse that with your apple cider vinegar, and you'll get shiny gray hair. Oh, you'll see, your hair will feel wonderful. I mean, it starts to feel softer and just bouncier. Also, what you can do is use oils for leave-in shampoo. Those work really good. Avocado oil is protected. It can protect you from the sun's rays, from heat damage. You can mix that with jojoba oil and a little bit of lavender. Now, peppermint oil is good, but I've used peppermint oil through my whole, just on my hair, like a shampoo I used a peppermint shampoo. It had peppermint oil in it, and it dried my hair up. So I'd advise to just use that for your scalp. Some oils that are great for the scalp shouldn't be used on the hair because it will dry it up. So now, jojoba oil is a sealant also. That's why I say you could use it as a leave-in shampoo, or after you style your hair and everything. It will seal your hair, so your gray hair will look nice and sealed, and just especially in the humidity, when there's a lot of humidity, you could just, it'll really make your hair look smoother and shinier. But if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it sooner. That's another thing I have to say. I regret not to have stopped hair coloring my hair sooner. I totally regret it, and I think if I just thought, hey, I could just use a wig, it's difficult. When you're starting to grow your hair, the most difficult part of that is the beginning, is when that 1/2 inch and 2 inches start showing. So from here down, it looks funky. It's okay, because it looks like you highlighted the bottom of your hair. You could shave your whole head. I thought of that, but my family family member stopped me. He said, no, no, I really, after I started growing it a few inches, I said, I'm just going to shave my whole head. I mean, I just want to start from the beginning, just get really healthy hair, healthy scalp, because it is your scalp, not just your hair, that the hair color, you know, can damage. And you don't want unnatural chemicals, you know, on your head, touching your skin. That's why I'm saying you could also highlight your hair without touching your scalp. Low light highlights, you can do that, because you'll be cutting your hair, because that'll be dry, damaged hair. You know, whenever you bleach your hair, lighten it, it breaks down the hair structure. So, also, another thing that breaks down the hair structure when you take a shower, and you wonder you're doing everything right, you need a water filter in your shower. Because you could be doing everything right and wondering why your hair is dried, really dried, even though you're using the right products. It really breaks down the proteins in your hair. So, the fluoride in the water, yes. So, yeah, so if you have any comments, please let me know. I am no longer a cosmetologist. I stopped because I don't like all the chemicals that were being used. So I'm just a natural hair care specialist, been for a few years, and I'll never go back. I never thought of coloring my hair ever again after going gray. And you'd be amazed. You'd be getting a lot of compliments also. Many, many compliments. I was surprised. I've never had so many compliments when I had my natural hair. I mean, I rarely got any compliments. I did get some, but with my gray hair, oh my goodness, it's just incredible. I actually need a haircut. So, my hair is this long because I have to do certain hair products, testing things and all that, since I'm into hair care, and my hair grows. It just grows fast and long. It was like really long. I trimmed it a few months ago. It keeps getting long. So, but you do what you feel comfortable with. I'm not bashing. I try to get my mom to change her hair color. She won't do it. There's a picture, a little short video of me dancing with her. She didn't feel, she wanted to do it. She loved my hair, and she says, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my hair, and then she says, I can't stand how it looks with when it starts growing out, that growth, and you know, she doesn't want to wear a wig, you know, during that time. So she just continues to color her hair, and she's happy with it, and that's fine. That's fine if you're uncomfortable. But I think the easiest thing, if you don't want those roots to show, is either bleach or wig. So that's all I have, and I hope this helped you out, and don't be afraid to try it. Feel free to like, subscribe, and I hope to do some more videos soon. Thank you. Bye.